Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 24 of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Alright, this is stage 2 of Kaiba's campaign, and remember, we did make some changes. Hey, isn't that Kaiba, head of the Imperial Guard? Oh no! No one has said he was gonna be here! Do something, boss! Shut up, you fool! You know what he's like. We don't stand a chance against him. So, if we can't beat him, let's at least give him something to remember us by. That's the spirit, boss! Alright, so we gotta take control of a Fagtuan. And make sure we don't lose this base, obviously. Alright, now we can actually build our own barricades. So, we'll just send everybody over here. So, what is the base we need to take over? Oh, Yortsun. Alright, I'm gonna send Kaiba over to Yortsun. And then I'll just fortify my defenses over here. Funny that they actually give this guy the bandana of the Union Jack. I think that's the same portrait they use in Duelists of the Roses, which is technically based in England. Because they try to make it like the retelling of the War of the Roses between the Lancastrians and the Yorkists. So that's pretty much what they did there. Alright, so this might be an interesting strategy. There's no wild monsters to recruit here. We have taken the fort! The few men the enemy left guarding the fort have also run off. Those thieves are going to try everything in their power to take the fort back. Should your finances allow it, which it always does, you might want to consider strengthening the defenses with some equipment. Equipment? Yeah, I know. Get cannons or barricades, and it costs money. I don't want a healer yet. Let's set up a trade union and see what we can buy. Buy a couple more of these. Not worrying about legendary sword, because we got, like, other weapons anyway that are better. Set up a barricade. Set up a healer. As much as I like to use Martha's for the first time, I'd rather Mokuba take this fight. You can get them to, like, overlap each other. It sounds kind of creepy sometimes. I'll see what Kaiba can buy over here. There's a post station on the west side of the Central Way. Its tough inspections have earned it a bad reputation. Hey, you gotta have some tough inspections, otherwise things go wrong. Small stock with supplies, okay. Telenoas, alright. With you at my side, I feel like I can do anything, boss! But you're by yourself, Bones. Or Bonds? Yeah, I think it's Bones. Alright, so he has a Phantom Day One, the Snake Hair, and Midnight Fiend, which guards right away because it's retarded. No offense. But it does have the power to poison us right away, and these two can paralyze us. This could be problematic in a hurry. There's a healer right there, and they have the ability to paralyze us and poison us. Burfamed's only at level 1, so I don't expect it to do a lot of damage. Luckily it's got the black pendant, but none of these are spellcasters. Oh, don't paralyze him, don't paralyze him, don't paralyze him! Shit. Oh, Burfamed gets to attack again, which is good. Good, that did not miss. Because that would have sucked. Okay, poison's not going to be a big deal. The other is paralyzed, and I'll just use a fusion right away. Or maybe I can wait it out. You know, I think that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to focus on the snake here. I'll only attack once, though. Why did you guard? That makes no sense. You wasted a good chance. Alright, now we got Chimera, the flying mythical beast. And its attack, I believe, never misses. However, its average is going to be pretty low, because remember, you gotta use the average of the two monsters together. Okay, but at least you get that ability for your attack right away, which is good. And it gets a lot of action points. The only downside of it is because, well, you can't equip items to fusions. But other than that, it should not be a big deal. Hopefully I can do enough damage to take out Snake Hair in one hit. Which I don't, so it's going to use one of its blue medicines. But now it can't heal anymore. It's out of moves. Oh, you use your last turn to guard? Okay. Now I'll just focus on Midnight Fiend. It's daytime, so they're not as effective. There we go. Now we're pretty much going to be tearing ass. These missions are going to be short, because remember, we are quite leveled. I can't believe Snake Hair survived with 3 HP. I'll just use another special. I mean, there's no reason not to. We're going to take him out anyway. And done. So yeah, like I said before, the missions are going to be short because they're introductory missions. Also, we do have some powerful monsters from Yugi's campaign that we're trying to mix with our own. Like, I don't want to be relying exclusively on Kaiba's monsters or Yugi's monsters. Otherwise, it'll just be too easy. Hey, Marthas, why don't you try to be a hero? You attacked Bandit Keith. What did he have? Okay, Cyber Commander, Robotic Knight, and Dharma Cannon. Okay, Cyber Commander is the healer. Cyber Commander is actually not the commander. That is so ironic. Alright, load up on some red medicines. We've been very short on those, and Monster Reborns. Alright, you attack them too. This is an old fort surrounded by a rugged forest. It's not currently in use, even though there's actually someone in there. So, it actually is in use. Just not used very well. I mean, look! The camp is wide open! There's no gates! Look at it. You can pretty much go in there on all 4 sides. Hell, you could go through the corners, too! If you were slim enough, jeez. That is not fortified. Do these Imperial dogs really think they can defeat me? Oh, whoop-de-doo, the Intercontinental Champion of the United States, even though he's wearing a Union Jack for a bandana. Okay, one of them decided to wait right away. Alright, so basically with the Enchanted Javelin I can do extra damage to dark monsters, but all of these are machines. So let me inflict some poison. Dark Plant is kinda like the Marlboro of Martha's team, even though it only applies 1 status element. Okay, so hopefully this team does not suck. Because there are, like, a couple monsters that I would like to level up. Like, Reaper of the Cards is a no-brainer, because it can't fuse after a few levels. And I heard Dark King of the Abyss, which took a critical hit, by the way, can get very good. If you get him at a high enough level, of course. So let's just focus on that. Huh, guess that's your one way of de-weeding. Oh no. With 20 HP left. I thought we were going to wipe him out with the poison itself. That would have been so cool, but we were denied. Come on, get a crit, 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 crit. Ah, you were close. Alright, let's keep this up. We're actually doing really well. Took out the healer. So now we only got 2 monsters left. Okay, it takes a nice bit of damage from the poison. I should heal this time. I guess I can just wait it out and let the poison do the work. Yeah, so let's poison Robotic Knight as well. Give us some free damage while we just wait a couple turns. Oh, right, it was guarding! So, I still applied the poison, though. That's why I did no regular damage. That sucks, but what are you gonna do? Once it runs out of action points, it can't be hurt by poison again, I believe. It's eventually just gonna wear off. So let's just bring it down a notch. Nope, it could still be applied with poison, okay. So we whipped it out with it. Good. There, we got the win. If we didn't get enough points from that and still lost, I would have been so pissed. Okay, so the level average on Martha's side is not that spectacular, but it doesn't really have to be. I'm finding it hard to input the Konami code because my hands are actually cold. It is that time of year, after all, that I'm going to have to start using the heater again. Oh, it gets to go first. Well, to be fair, it's all by itself. But in the end, it's not gonna matter. We easily got this fight under control. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna stick with Dark Plant. It's been helping me out. I mean, sometimes you need some powerful monsters, but on the side, you're gonna need some utility monsters. Monsters that are not as strong, but can make things a little bit more annoying for the enemy. Which Dark Plant is one of those utility monsters. But once we get to a higher level, it's obviously going to be a hell of a lot better. And there we go, that was a short mission. But I'm not surprised about that. Yugi's second mission was obviously longer because it had more bases. Fair enough. That's far enough. Surrender now. You're not gonna take me in. Catch you later. If you're still alive, that is. Ha 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 ha. Boss! Don't leave me behind. We failed to catch the leader. Then his underling will just have to take twice the punishment then. No, wait. Please forgive me. I don't want to die. I'll work for the Empire if you let me live. Please! Ha! The Empire has no need for your kind. The only thing the Emperor expects from you is your head on a platter. I don't want to die. Spare me. Have mercy. Jeez. Look at this poor guy. Don't they think we should save him, Kaiba? I suppose so. He might prove useful. What? He's guilty of treason against the Empire. If he is not executed, what becomes of the law? What of the law? You destroy for your own pleasure, not because the law demands it. I've made up my mind. I will accept responsibility for this man. Is that a problem for you, Marthas? Kaiba! I'm in charge here. Disobeying your commanding officer is a serious military crime, if I'm not mistaken. You'll pay for this, Kaiba. Oh, you'll pay! Thank you. My life is yours, Mr. Kaiba. I may not be very strong, but I am a marshal. I'll do anything for you. Well, it's good that we got a fourth marshal, and therefore 3 new monsters. Alright, Stage 3 is surrounded. While the Imperial forces are busy trying to restore order, the Resistance army has been growing. It's so large now that it has launched an offensive on Eno Fortress, the largest fort in the Empire. The fort has requested reinforcements from the capital, and the Emperor has dispatched Kaiba and the Imperial Guard. However, the Resistance forces are everywhere. Kaiba and his unit has suffered heavy damage. Kaiba and his unit finally reach Eno, but the Resistance army is too powerful. Things look bad for Kaiba when something unexpected happens. that we won't be able to find out until later. But anyways, let's take a look at Bones' team. Okay, well that's a very decent team. That's the exact same team he used against us. We get the Snake Hair, Phantom Day One, and Midnight Fiend. He even came with a set of blue medicines attached to him. You didn't have to make it so exact. Of course, obviously you get a black pendant just to power up. Some red medicines, and a Monster Reborn, of course. Actually, instead of a Monster Reborn, why don't I give you a Dark Energy instead? I think this would be a good idea to go that route for a little bit of extra punch. Snake Hair can keep the Monster Reborn. And we'll keep the blue medicines on, I suppose. Put the Dark Energy on you. And we'll go with the Black Pendant. But then again, I may not stick with those exact monsters. Alright, these have the abilities attached. That's real good. Poison could also be very good as well. But do I have anything better? I would like to keep it the same type, though. You know what? I'm going to give you King of Yamamakai. Why not? It doesn't have an ability, but it's got an extra bit of attack power, so that's going to help Bones out quite a lot. I'm going to take off that deal of Phantom to give you a Dark Energy as well. There, that's going to make him a very powerful marshal. 2 monsters that can paralyze, and 1 that can do heavy damage. What can go wrong there? Is this a decent team that I want to stick with, though? Guess I might be able to make some changes somewhere. Like, for instance... Nah, I'm going to stick with this. Alright, well, that's quite a lot of travel time for Kaiba. He's on Vaxi Island, and on the next mission, he's got to go back to Rendezvous on the southwest side. So in the next episode, we're going to be taking on the Resistance Army. See you, everybody. Thanks for watching.